Hi everybody, it's Robin and I am making a Franken polish to do some beautiful butterflies for spring, and I'm going to throw in a little bit of top coat. I got this at the dollar store and it's LA Colors. I poured out half of it and I'm pouring some into here, and I have pigment, loose and not loose. This is MAC pigment and it's Magenta Madness, but you can use whatever kind of pigments you want. I know that I have others like this that are much cheaper, but I just wanted to show you the different kinds. So let me get a brush that scoops a little. You can put the pigment into your polish bottle. You don't have to put them in this. It just shows you how I can do it easier because I'm doing it on camera. But it'll start to break down, and the more that you spin it, the more it'll turn into the polish and make it into a polish. And the more pigment that you use, the more bright the color gets. Now, with that being said, it's hard to steer that much, and so you get you don't have time to steer it for every client. So you take a color that you love, and you can throw it in there and steer it. And I'm just going to make a very sheer pink. And how I test it is I just wipe it on my finger, and then if it's really sheer, see how it's kind of, I'm going to like these actually when I do the art, these little explosions of color. So it's just going to be a very sheer pink like that. It's neon. And then I have tested some colors, and don't judge, on my arm of all the different white powders I have, and I really like this pink. I don't know if you can see it well. There's a pink opal right here that I'm going to add to, and it's called Dragon's Breath. I got it online, but I always put what it is. It's a peach pink, and so you know, it's good to know what color it turns when you add top coat. So I'm going to add a little bit of drop of that, and then it'll be a little bit shimmery, and you'll really start to see like how pretty it is. But it's really seriously only a jelly, and I make jellies all the time, huh, Evil Client?
Yes, she does.
I do. This is like the bread and butter of my shop. And for you guys who say, I need these pots, I never thought of using these pots, don't use these pots. the polish eats through them, unless you're using glass. And what I do is, here's the rest of the polish bottle. I just take it, let me get it frame. Okay, after years and years of practice, I can get mostly all the time without it getting out of the bottle, and then I just wipe the side, put it in the bottle, the end. Now I have probably about 1/3 of a bottle of jelly, and that's great because then you can add to your jelly. So this is what I consider like an A-class jelly. I wish I could show you from the side, but you can't, not with this angle. It's about this full, it goes right to here. And now I will add pink to it as I need to. I throw this away, but because I am teaching you guys, now I just wipe it out. So because it's brand new, I just wipe it out with a paper towel like this. Gosh. Okay, and then the next jelly I make, the jar might not be as beautiful, but you're gonna see that I use this all the time just to teach you guys. And I kind of didn't say that clearly in the video where I was making jelly polishes, but this isn't long-term use. This is just so you guys can see it mix in the pot. So that would be a used jelly pot. And then I keep it out until it's completely dried, and then put the lid back on. That way it doesn't get stuck. Okay, so that being said, I just want to say that I made a kind of a small mess myself, and I think to myself, if I'm making a small mess, these girls who are mixing jelly polishes and keeping them in the little tubs are making a huge mess. And so I always think about that. Now I have this jelly made, and I have a yellow jelly made right. Oh, this one's a little bit thick. So how to thin a jelly. Okay, this one's already been pre-mixed. Is I take a little tiny bit of clear top coat, add it to the jelly. Very rarely do I spill anymore. That should be something that earns an award. The least amount of polish spilled while making jellies. And I don't usually hit my my palm because it's bad for tendonitis. I hit the rubber part of my tennis shoe to mix. And if you guys are wearing high heels, please don't use those. I've only had probably 3 bottles break in my hand, and one of them was on camera with that dang new Wet n Wild polished top. This one cut me. So there, now it's all yummy and refreshed. Now I'm ready to start this design. Evil client, we're gonna do butterflies. Back. Evil client, what did I say wrong?
Oh, you were saying steer instead of stir. Huh? Oh, I can't even say it.
Okay, so you don't steer it, you stir it. There we go. And also I forgot to say something else. What was it? I forgot something.
About buying the, it's cheaper to buy the polish.
Okay, so when I was making the jelly video, I don't know if I was clear enough in saying that you need to transfer it into a polish bottle, and to buy empty polish bottles is more expensive than buying them at the dollar store. So what I'm doing right now is I have just white, you can't see it, a bunch of water, you can't see it, and it's acrylic paint. And I'm taking some thicker acrylic paint like this and going around the outside, and then going around the outside, and then taking some water that's kind of got a little bit of paint in it, and then going around, filling my brush with water, and then kind of filling it in. This gives a ghost shadow, also clouds, also anything that you want to look like it's a shadow effect. So I'm just dropping down thicker paint and then pulling the water to that thicker paint. And when it dries as a shadow. And when you get to talking and you put too much work into it, it looks less and less like a shadow. So you have to really just go with the flow. And you'll see that it starts to just flow. So I'm going to let that dry. And what happened was, as I was trying to do too much, and I was turning something that's supposed to be a simple tutorial into something that was too hard. So I stopped and started again, and now I'm just going in with water. I did this design before years and years ago, and I called it a 3D X-ray butterfly. And now that I see jellies, now that I understand that they're out there, it's easier for me to say what I'm doing because there's actual names for the things that I've been making forever. The thin bright colors are jellies now. And you can put jellies over these soft whites and turn them into incredible designs in a million different ways. So if you want to see the 3D X-ray butterfly, you can. Every year I try to do butterfly tutorials because they're my favorite. Evil client doesn't mind wearing them. And okay, now down the middle I try to swipe a real bright white, push, and then my brush is up and down. When you go up and down, you can get a really thin line like that. So this one is dry. See how it dries in a pattern almost? Now you can leave them like that and just use the pattern, and that's perfect. Or you can add to the pattern, which is perfect as well. It's up to you guys. So I have that. I'm gonna leave this one, but I'll do one like this. So here's one that I didn't, that I want to do. So I'm gonna go in with pure white. Now think to yourself, pure white equals the brightest color when you put the jelly on. Now my jelly is real faint today, but if you had the real bright colors, or if you were using acrylic paints, you get a brighter effect. And it's all about effects. So you can get so many different effects using this design. You can put foil glue over the top of the butterflies and just foil over them with a sheer iridescent foil, or you're gonna do what I'm gonna do today, which is boom. So that's what it looks like if you go over and do an extra. So here it is when it dries natural. Here it is when you go over and do extra. You can leave it like this and use a matte top coat and it would be flawlessly gorgeous. And if I did that, I mixed a jelly for no reason. So I'm not gonna do that, guys. Here we go. So with this pink jelly, which is very, very thin. Very thin. It has a little bit of swirl in it. I'm just going to go over the top like this. And it almost disappears. But isn't that beautiful? It looks like a really soft, delicate version of the neon butterfly 3D ones. The X-ray butterflies. I'm going to attach that video at the end of this one. So I'm going to go and do that and I'll meet you back. All right, and here is the end result. We top coated it with a matte coat. It's Matty by Dazzle Dry, and then I put some, help me.
Now, Northern Lights.
Northern Lights in the centers of the butterflies, so that they're just layered with a whole bunch of different things. Okay, I did one hand with neon, and I just didn't like it. I like it better with this today. And every day that you do butterflies is different. And I love these white sheer butterflies. They are so pretty. So let's thumbs. Here, I'm gonna let you show them around.
Yeah, you let me show them off.
Yeah, please show them around. And if they can't come in focus, tell me.
Okay, now they're in focus.
Okay, so let me turn down the light so you guys can see them. Change the light colors. Okay, now keep going. Show them all. Show them all. Okay. Now this manicure will last 2 to 4 weeks and it won't at all come off. So I use regular polish, no gels, nothing special on this design. If I do, I usually say it, and if I forget to say it, I try and put it in the description box, especially when I'm doing something like with gels or something like that, because I use so little.
I already got that finger.
All regular stuff and done for pennies. So anyways, I hope you guys like them, and remember to put all the comments down in the comment section. I'm posting where to get brushes at the end of this video. RobinMosesNailArt.com. If you copy me, please say inspired by Robin Moses somewhere so that other people can find me who want to learn, and I will see you back. Bye everybody.
Bye.
Happy spring. Is that done? Oh, they're so pretty. I'm looking at them in a different way.
Yeah, I'm doing everything.
Gorgeous, darling.
One finger at a time, two hands at a time.
Perfecto.
Thumbs at a time.
Okay, then I guess we're done.
Yep.
All right, until next time.